Hello gamers, and welcome to Geek Scoop. I'm your host, Joette. Today we'll be taking a look at some titles that has me super excited, as well as admiring the popularity of the Nintendo 3DS. First up, from the cobwebbed halls of a famous title comes a brand new installment. EA announced that the legendary franchise would be back at it and bigger than ever in 2013. What's the name of this title? SimCity. Those at Maxis can't thank their millions of fans enough for making SimCity so popular. This is a franchise that means the world to them at Maxis, and they are super excited and eager to be bringing it back and re-imaging it for an entirely new generation of players. For the PC, SimCity will equip players with all the tools they need to play the most sophisticated simulation of its kind. They are dedicated to making sure that the experience is fun, flavorful, and has the playability that has been intrinsic to the franchise since its birth. Personally, I've been a huge fan of these games. I mean, who wouldn't want to control an entire population and a city? SimCity will not only have the city-building gameplay that has defined the series for over 20 years, it'll also have a multiplayer mode which allows players to play in worlds alongside others. So now not only do you have to worry about problems within your own city, you now have to worry about worldwide problems such as renewable energy and global warming and natural disasters. So players, the future is in your hands. And I suggest that you pre-order this one early so that you can land the SimCity villains and heroes content. Moving on. The Nintendo 3DS was a huge hit, just totally knocking it out of the park. The company announced that it sold 4.5 million copies worldwide in its first year. Launched on March 27, 2011, the Nintendo 3DS started the sales off strong, but analysts were biting their nails when sales tapered off in the middle of the year. But of course, the Nintendo 3DS pulled through when it was given a huge price cut and an awesome holiday lineup that included Super Mario 3D Land and Mario Kart 7. In its second year on the market, the Nintendo 3DS experienced a bit of a competition from the PlayStation Vita. But no sweat from the Nintendo 3DS, I mean with titles like the already existing Resident Evil Revelations and an upcoming title, Kid Icarus Uprising, due to be released on March 23rd. Last year, fans were taken by surprise when Kid Icarus Uprising was announced for the Nintendo 3DS. But now, it's finally ready for takeoff. As I mentioned, this title will be available on March 23rd, and judging from the trailer and screenshots that I've seen, Project Sora, the company developing the game, has put a lot of hard work into this one. This one will take you by surprise with the amount of weapons and attacks that you can use when facing a challenge. Now, although players tend to stick to their favorite attacks, it doesn't hurt to have a lot of options. Kid Icarus Uprising is another game that will just look amazing on the 3D screen. And I, for one, am looking forward to insane boss battles, crazy missions, and of course a fun multiplayer mode allowing up to 6 players. This one is sure to be a hit. Another must-have in my book is Luigi's Mansion 2. This title was first released for the GameCube, and while I played it and I enjoyed it, I wasn't really the biggest fan. It was just a tad bit slow-paced for me, so I'm hoping that the handheld version is more refined and a little bit quicker paced. We all remember the mad scientist Professor Gad, and of course all the ghosts haunting the mansion. Well, with no Mario in sight, it's up to Luigi alone. It just makes more sense to put this one on a handheld 3D version, since it's suitable for any player, anytime, any age, and there's really no need for a big screen on this one. Fully equipped with a ghost-sucking backpack, this plumber bro is on a mission to rid this mansion of all the spooky ghosts. Use your flashlight to catch the ghosts, and if you catch them off guard, they'll freeze for a couple seconds and it allows you more easily to suck them up. Or so you might think. Some ghosts are easier to catch than others. I mean, you can even catch a few at the same time. But others, I mean, they twist and they turn, and if you're too scared to hold on to them, then they're just gonna run and hide, and it starts the process all over again. And as if you're not watching your back enough for creepy, scary ghosts, you also have to look out for treasure chests which might hold keys or other items that you might need throughout the mansion. Personally, I can't wait to walk the halls of this creepy mansion, fully stocked with cobwebs and old pictures on the walls, and of course ghosts. So look out for this title, due to be released sometime in 2012. Recently released Mario Party 9 has me super excited but slightly confused. While the Mario Party games have always been a favorite of mine, this one has a little bit of a twist to it. Now, while I'm used to competing against my friends for as many stars and coins as I can possibly get, in this one you have to work as a team. Now, I'm super competitive, especially when it comes to video games. And in this one, all the rewards and pitfalls affect the entire cart, who are all riding together across the board. Now, I have to jump right into the party before I can make my decision on this game, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a keeper in my book. None of the other Mario parties have ever disappointed me, and I even go back to some of the old ones to play them every now and then. And of course, it's okay to work as a team when you're facing Bowser, who apparently stole all of the mini-stars. So log in and let me know how your party goes. Moving on and wrapping up, unfortunately waiting in line to get into the game was kind of a letdown, and a waste of time for many Mass Effect 3 gamers. And the reason? Well, apparently a lot of unlucky players are having a hard time importing their prior saves and characters into the new Mass Effect 3 game. Therefore, they weren't able to continue their fight in the way that they had hoped. Well, at least for now. A bit of good news from the Game Informer report said that the only problem with the game was the appearance of Shepard, and that all other choices and consequences did carry over into the new Mass Effect 3 game. Now, PlayStation 3 and PC players did not have any problems and did not suffer from the bugs. Well, gamers, there you have it for Geek Scoop. Don't forget to log on to Game Dynamo for all your gaming needs and news, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, happy gaming.